Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, my students. Today we will continue to study the second part of Unit 4 about circulatory system. In this part, we will discuss about how does blood flow in our body and also the circulatory system that found in some animals. So for the second part of Unit 4, we will discuss about how does blood flow in our body, bagaimana darah itu mengalir dalam tubuh kita, and then what kinds of circulatory system that found in some animals, dan juga beberapa sistem peredaran darah pada hewan. Okay. Now let's see how does blood flow in our body. We have double circulatory pathway, jadi kita punya dua jalur atau dua putaran dari sistem peredaran darah. This means that there are two loops in which the blood circulate. The first loop from the heart to all part of our body. Jadi putaran pertama from the heart, dari jantung to all part of our body, and then the next from the part of the body back to the heart. So we have double circulatory pathway, ada dua jalur. From the heart to all part of body, dari jantung ke seluruh bagian tubuh, and then from the part of the body back to the heart. This is our double circulatory pathway. Now let's discuss it in detail. From the heart to all part of our body, rich in oxygen. Kenapa kok blood rich in oxygen? Karena dia to the part of the body, mau disebarkan ke seluruh tubuh. Berarti darah yang disebarkan ini darah yang kaya oksigen. So we have to see the red part, yang kita lihat bagian yang merah. Bagian yang merah ya yang dilihat. So the blood rich in oxygen, of course this is come from the lung, dari paru-paru dulu oksigennya. After that it will carry to the part of the body. You have to remember that the blood not only carry oxygen but also carry digested food. Jadi digested food dan oksigen disebarkan to the part of the body, to each organ that need it, and then to the part of the body. After that, okay, to the brain too. Ya, jadi ke otak juga, and then to the organ, and then also to all of the rest of the body, ke seluruh tubuh. After that, the rest of the body, bagian tubuh yang ini, ya, the rest of the body that just now we give it the oxygen, kita kasih oksigen. It will use the oxygen and digested food. After that, they will give us the waste. They will give the blood the waste material such as carbon dioxide. Jadi di rest of the body ini, di seluruh bagian tubuh ini oksigen akan digunakan, and then the blood will carry carbon dioxide left from the rest of the body, ya. Jadi meninggalkan rest of the body. So look at this. It be the blue color sekarang. Berarti the blood rich in carbon dioxide from the brain, from the liver, from the rest of the body, semuanya dibawa. Jadi yang dibawa ini blood rich in carbon dioxide. Oksigennya mana? Sudah dipakai oleh rest of the body, sudah dipakai oleh organ-organ itu sendiri. After that, it will back to the heart, kembali ke jantung, the blue color here. And then the carbon dioxide will pass out from the lung. Akhirnya dia keluar lewat paru-paru lagi. From the lung, we will breathe in oxygen, kita hirup lagi. So it will go to the blood, to the heart, that red color. Begitu seterusnya circulatorinya. Jadi this is the two double circulatory pathway in human. And then what kinds of circulatory system are found in animals? Sekarang bagaimana dengan hewan? Let's see. Actually, animals and human, they have the part of circulatory, the similar part of circulatory. Jadi bagian yang sama. Animals have heart and then also blood vessel and blood. So similar to human, sama dengan kita, sama dengan manusia. animal and human, we have the similar part of the circulatory system. That we will discuss today is the circulatory system of vertebrate. Do you still remember what is vertebrate? The animals that have backbone, animals yang punya tulang belakang. So this is the high level animals that we will discuss today. Jadi hewan tingkat tinggi, such as mammals, and then bird, amphibian, reptile, and also fish. Okay. For vertebrate, they have closed circulatory system. Jadi hewan bertulang belakang, mereka punya sistem peredaran darah tertutup. Apa itu peredaran darah tertutup? It's mean the blood flow through the blood vessel. Jadi darah itu mengalir di blood vessel, di pembuluh darah. So we call this is closed circulatory system. Kalau terbuka, teacher, misalnya apa? Open circulatory system. Adakah, teacher, the animals that have open circulatory system? So it mean the blood not flow in the blood vessel, jadi darahnya tidak mengalir di luar, tidak mengalir di pembuluh darah. Ada. The example is insect. Jadi hewan-hewan tingkat rendah such as insect, mollusk, hewan lunak, they have open circulatory system. So that we will discuss today is the circulatory system of vertebrate, hewan bertulang belakang that have closed circulatory system. It's mean the blood flows through the blood vessel. Jadi darahnya mengalir di pembuluh darah, sistem peredaran darah tertutup. Okay, now let's see the blood, the first type of circulatory pathway, type of circulation pathway. Jadi tipe yang pertama dari closed circulatory system of animal, single circulatory pathway. Jadi sistem peredaran darahnya, jalur peredaran darahnya single, tunggal dia. Jadi satu loop, satu jalan. This is happen to the fish. Jadi terjadi pada ikan. Okay, the example fish have single circulation pathway. Look at the heart structure. Fish have two chamber, jadi punya dua ruang, one top chamber and then one bottom. Jadi punya dua ruang, satu atas, satu di bawah. We call the top chamber is the atrium. Jadi kita biasa sebutnya atrium, serambi, and then the bottom chamber, ruang yang di bawah kita sebut ventricle, bilik. Jadi for fish they have two chamber, one vertical and one atrium, satu serambi dan satu bilik. Fish have two chamber, punya dua ruang, one top chamber or atrium atau serambi, and then one bottom chamber atau ventricle, bilik, satu bilik. How about the blood circulation? Gimana peredaran darahnya? Okay, the heart pump blood pure in oxygen. Jadi yang dipompa adalah darah yang pure oksigen justru. Kemana tapi arahnya? To the gill. Why, teacher? Because at the gill the exchange take place. Jadi di gill itulah terjadi exchange, pertukaran gas karbon dioksida dan oksigen. Jadi yang pure oksigen jalan dulu menuju gills, insang for the gas exchange. After that leave the gill, meninggalkan insang, and then circulate to the body, baru disebarkan ke seluruh bagian tubuh. Jadi that pure oxygen go to the gills first. Okay, let's see here the diagram. Okay, this is the heart. Okay, the heart pump the blood pure in oxygen. Jadi dia mengedarkan darah yang pure oksigen. Look at this is. Di gills inilah terjadi exchange, pertukaran karbon dioksida dan oksigen. So after it left the gill, setelah meninggalkan insang, look at it be the red color, jadi merah. So this is the blood rich in oxygen, all part of the body, ke seluruh tubuh. After that it will be used, the oxygen will be used by the part of the body, digunakan oleh seluruh tubuh. After that, terjadi lagi, carbon dioxide carried. Jadi setelah oksigen digunakan oleh bagian tubuh, maka yang tertinggal waste materialnya karbon dioxide kembali lagi ke jantung. This is the pathway of the fish, the circulatory system of the fish. So the fish have two chamber, and then the blood pour in oxygen go to the gills. After that, from the gills, of course, it will reach in oxygen. After that, from the gills, it will flow to all part of the body to be used the oxygen. Okay, this is for fish. And then the next, double circulation pathway. So it means same like human ya, sama seperti similar to human. Double circulation pathway, sistem peredaran darah ganda. So it means it has two loops, ada dua putaran. Let's see, the first is the example here, amphibian, kodo atau kata, the examples of animal. The heart structure, look at the heart structure consists of 3 chamber. Jadi ada 3 chamber ya. 2 top, so it's mean 2 di atas, so it's mean they have 2 atrium, punya 2 serambi, and 1 bottom. Jadi punya 1 bagian bawah. Jadi jantung itu terdiri dari 3 part, 2 top chamber, 2 serambi, and then 1 bottom chamber. 1 bilik, 1 ventricle. So 2 atrium and 1 ventricle, punya 3 ruang. How about the blood circulation? Look at the heart pump the blood pour in oxygen. Jadi sama. Yang dipompa adalah darah yang miskin oksigen to the lungs, ke paru-paru. Or the skin. We know that the frog or the amphibian, they breathe by using lungs and also skin in water. At the lungs, pada paru-paru nanti at the lungs or it will receive the oxygen ya, the blood receive oxygen, baru nerima oksigen, jadi sama seperti kita. After that the heart receive the blood rich in oxygen, setelah dari paru-paru dia baru kayak oksigen to all part of the body. So it same like human ya, sama seperti manusia. Jadi from here ya, from here the first the heart pump the blood pour oxygen to the lung. Jadi ke sini dulu, ke lungs dulu. After that we breathe in oxygen, the amphibian breathe in oxygen, jadi mengambil oksigen, and then go to the part of the body, pergi ke seluruh tubuh, and after that it will used by the rest of the body. Oksigennya dipakai oleh seluruh tubuh, kemudian kembali lagi ke jantung karena oksigennya sudah dipakai, so left the carbon dioxide, kembali ke jantung. After that go to the lungs again, then the amphibian breathe again, jadi menghirup lagi, begitu seterusnya. And then the next, still about double circulation pathway, masih sistem peredaran darah ganda. Mammals and the bird, mamalia dan burung. Jadi mammals of course human ya, sama seperti kita, mamalia. And then the bird, burung. Ternyata burung dan mamalia mereka punya 4 chamber, 4 ruang. So we also have 4 chamber. Jadi kita juga punya 4 ruang ya. 2 top chamber, 2 serambi, and then 2 top chamber, 2 serambi or 2 atrium, and then 2 ventricle, 2 bagian bawah, 2 ventricle, 2 bilik. The circulatory pathway seem like human of course because we are mammal. The heart receive blood pour in oxygen from the part of the body and then pump the blood to the lungs. Jadi sama ya, dari jantung. Okay, the heart ini receive, menerima. Okay, the heart is menerima oxygen from the lungs. Okay, after that it will circulate the blood rich in oxygen to the part of the body, disebarkan ke seluruh tubuh, and then the rest of the body will use the oxygen, so the left carbon dioxide back to the heart, kembali ke jantung, and then go to the lung, keluarlah karbon dioksida-nya. Setelah itu kita hirup lagi oksigennya. This is that happen to the bird and also to the mammal, to the human. Okay. How about reptile, teacher? Kok tidak dibahas reptile, teacher? We have discussed fish, and then amphibian, and then also bird and mammal. How about reptile? Actually, reptile same like the mammals, the bird, and human. Jadi sama sebenarnya seperti mamalia dan bird, reptil itu, but they have bulkhead. Mereka punya sekat that imperfect. Jadi pada reptil itu ada sekat yang tidak sempurna. If bird and mammal, they have 4 chamber, perfect 4 chamber. Mereka punya 4 ruang yang perfect, sempurna. But for reptile, they have bulkhead. Mereka punya sekat that imperfect. So it's mean the blood that rich in oxygen and then the blood that rich in carbon dioxide mix. Pada reptil terjadi percampuran darah bersih dan darah kotor. Jadi darah kayak rich in oxygen and then the blood rich in carbon dioxide that is not separate, tidak terpisah. This is the circulatory system of reptile and also mammal and bird. Okay, my student, that's all for today about blood flows in our body and then about the circulatory system of some animal. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.